Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Where are we? Who's going to be first on? I've drunk more coffee than I thought. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Please do not swear. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Nanny Lane. How are you this evening? I hope you're well, my sweet lady. How you doing? Well, we're doing a history ghostly tour. So we've picked some places. Hey, Gillian. We've picked some places. Hey, Diane. Of interest with history behind them and also some ghostly tales along the way. So it is a drive, but it's going to be an interesting drive. I don't think we can show you roughly where the evening Joel's. You're in Bath. Hey, yo. We can't get close enough to show you the castle that's being sort of like dug up. Is it?
Well, it's one that's been discovered in Sheffield.
It's been discovered in Sheffield. Was first. You was Nanny Lane. Yo were first on YouTube. So yeah, we can't exactly show you castle, but what we're going to do is we're going to come and do a walk round in day and see if we can actually see it from where old markets used to be, because we're actually just going past where it's been discovered, which is actually behind the Travel Lodge. Partially, I think. Yeah, because this is Castle Market, weren't it? Chief or other market. So it's in there. It's hidden behind that wall there. So like I said, it's just a history tour. Evening, Paul. I hope you're well. Brilliant live last night. Absolutely loved it. Got loads of little tips and things to be doing. So yeah. Hey, Mr. Mason. John's doing a lot better. He's just waiting some blood tests that he had done yesterday. But apart from that, he's feeling, I would say 90% better than what he were doing. Or is that too high? That's too high. That's 50% better. Thought 90% with low, but it's like 10%, isn't it, really? So, yeah, it's about 50-50. Evening, Kelly. Evening, Renee. Hope you're well, my lovely. Hey, Kelly. So, where are we taking you tonight on this magical mystery tour? Like I say, there is history going to be coming out. There's going to be tales coming out.
Tales coming out.
There's a few ghostly tales.
Not tales, it's just what's here.
Well, it is. It's just what's here. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the history in the car, and then John's going to take you out, if we can, and show you around the building. So yeah, I hope that makes sense to a lot of you. So don't forget to share out, guys. So I will turn it round and put it onto John. Oh, Kelly, sending you loads of love. Yeah, he's got an infection in his finger. We think, you know, the finger that he dislocated. I'm trying to get you on camera. The finger that he dislocated, he's actually got an infection in that.
We think it's an infection. We don't know what it is
because it's very swollen and burning. So daughter's doing good, grandbabies are doing fine, all of them are. So right, are you ready? So where have we brought you? We've brought you to one of the oldest pubs in Sheffield, isn't it? Oh, it is the oldest pub in Sheffield.
Allegedly.
Evening, Dubs. Allegedly.
It's the oldest building.
Yes, and it's called the Old Queen's Head. Now, unfortunately, you're not allowed to do any ghost hunts here anymore. We have inquired. There's been other teams that have inquired, and unfortunately, they say no. So what we're going to do is John's going to read the history, and then we'll show you the pub itself. So are you ready, Mr. Brown?
So the Old Queen's Head in Sheffield, England stands majestically as the oldest domestic building in the city. Its distinctive timber-framed Tudor architecture was refurbished in 1993 and presently houses a popular pub. The Old Queen's Head was built near a wetland in 1475. Documents suggest it was used in the 16th century by George Talbot, the 6th Earl of Shrewsbury, who threw banquets for guests who came to hunt wild fowls by the ponds adjoining the Earl's estate. The name for the building was, well, it's the hall at the Poans, and that's spelled and then the hall is spelled Hawle, then at the, and then Poans is Poandes, which means the hall at the ponds. It was the same Earl who was appointed by Queen Elizabeth I to keep her cousin Mary Queen of Scots under arrest in Sheffield from 1570 to 1584. The imprisoned Queen's cost of upkeep was enormous, and the Earl bore most of it on its own with little help from his royal sovereign. Some say the financial hit affected the Earl's health and destroyed his marriage. The pub's name is literally a reference to Queen Mary, who was later beheaded for plotting to overthrow Elizabeth. By the 19th century, the area had become highly industrialised. Close by the current pub is the preserved gateway to the 19th century Ponds Forge Foundry. A pub appeared next door to the building around 1840. This was the original Old Queen's Head. Later, the pub expanded into the Hall of the Ponds, and this is where it stands today after a refurbishment in 1993. It is said to have a Civil War soldier who stands in front of the fireplace and has been spotted numerous times by drinkers. There is also said to be a medieval child who goes by the name of Pierre and has a bit of an eye for the ladies, particularly blondes, and pulls on their hair to get their attention. A large hunting hound that sits on people's feet and lays across their laps if he likes them is also here. There is a lady in white who sits upstairs and watches celebrations and is adorned with a beautiful 1920s dress. And one former customer must have liked the Old Queen's Head that he came back to haunt it after he died. He was a familiar face from the 1970s, and staff have seen him manifest sitting at the bar holding a half pint of bitter. As they enter, he looks up and then dissolves. One spirit is said to rattle the doors in the ladies' loo while female customers are using the facilities, while a mysterious pint of beer is said to appear at the end of the night at a table that has not been occupied. One landlord is said to have once tasted beer and declared that it did not come from his cellar or any pub nearby.
Ooh, I love reading and listening to historic places and pubs and hearing about the hauntings that occur too. Oh, fantastic, Lucas. So what we will do is, I'm not going in here at night time, and I'm in my pajamas. So I can't go in, but we will come and have a drink in here one afternoon, and we'll go live inside just to show you the inside. I'll go live inside the pub, right, and I'll pass you back to Mr. Brown. Oh yeah, I'm not touching it because I'll just thingy it.
Right, let me turn you around. What's it on cam?
I don't know what it's on, love.
No, I've just taken cam off. Sorry, it was me. So we're on front facing and we want facing back.
That it?
Yeah. So we are. Oh, you've got me wrapped round bloody handbrake. I haven't got you wrapped round
anything. Do it yourself.
So this is the Old Queen's Head in Sheffield. It is open. So I'm just going to show you quickly round it. It is owned by Thwaites Brewery. Can't really see the timber until you come around this side. There you go, there's a timber to the building. It is, and as you can see, it's now actually been incorporated into part of the bus station, Sheffield bus station. There's the entrance to the Queen's Head. The arch, I do believe, well, that's entrance to Royal Mail Depot. I used to deliver there, that Royal Mail Depot. The arch, I'll walk down and show you the arch. You know, the original arch from the foundry, it's still here. And then we can have a look at the But they used to let you go in to do paranormal investigations in there. Unfortunately, they no longer do. There you go. There's the old arch that used to lead to the forge, foundry, whatever. So yeah, it's now part of Pond's Forge, which is a yeah, you can see it back at pub here. Look, that's the back of the pub. Yeah, unfortunately, it isn't town centre, so I mean, you can see around it. I mean, they're still building. Look now, more horrible buildings around it. But yeah, there is an argument. This is actually, this used to say it's the oldest pub in Sheffield. This pub. It's not actually the oldest pub. It's the oldest building. The oldest pub is somewhere else. It was a pub. It was a pub before this one was. Let's put it that way. So and there's another pub up there on corner. You can't really see it, called Penny Black. But yeah, a lot of ugly buildings around it. So
Tell them about the flats in front.
no.
So okay, if you can, I don't know if you can see very well. You can see them just in front there. Them flats, they're called Parkhill Flats. They were supposed to be demolished, but because of the
Don't know.
the building itself, it's been found that it's an historical building. So they cannot they can't thing it anymore. They can't knock it down. So are we back on? There we go. So yeah, so them flats up there, they can't be knocked down. So what they've done in daytime, they look ridiculous. They are all multiple colours, really bright colours. I don't know what possessed them to do it bright. Listed building, that's it, Nanny Lynn, it's listed. So yeah, because it's listed building now, they've had to revamp it all up. The other half of it is actually still shut off. But there's a famous bridge round here, and it's just where I think somebody's wrote "I love" or "Will you marry me" or something, and it's supposed to be really good. Not off anywhere nice, just being lazy at home, Jules. You rest up, Gems, you deserve it. So yeah, that is a listed building. I mean, there's a lot of work actually going off around here, and they're building some really stupid buildings. I don't know why they have to try and like change the structures. I mean, the old town hall, where it used to be called what were it? Wedding cake, weren't it? Because it were actually shaped like a wedding cake. And
that went Old Town Hall. That went Old
Register Office. Sorry. But the old town hall looked lovely, and then they went and then made it look like a bleeding egg box.
Town hall, they used to have offices where they used to call it the egg box.
Yeah. No, they turned it into egg box. That's why it looks ridiculous.
No, knocked egg box down. Egg box used to be where all Nero's and that is now.
Yeah, egg box is still there.
It's not.
It is. Might not be. Woo! We're going round the corner. Why is my camera moving? We're doing a mystical tour. So do you want to look at me or do you want to look at the road? I won't be offended if you want to look at where we're driving to. Maybe better to turn you around actually, guys, because then you get to see, and I'll just keep ranting and talking to you. So let me just change the camera settings. Go to that one, go to that one, that one, that one. Ooh. So now we're coming up on to the Sheffield Parkway. So somewhere up here is where we've just turned down. Oh no, it's not. We're that way, weren't it? But somewhere up that way, that's where the castle is. That they're oh, it's castle up this way. Oh, hang on a minute, guys. I don't think you'll see it. But the castle somewhere
where them boards are.
Where them boards are up there. That's where they're discovering somewhere up there. That's where they've discovered the Sheffield Castle, which now puts us back on the mark. Hey, Miss Fluff, how are you, my lovely? Oh, thank you. So yeah, so now we're going to go down some back alleyways. There is a shop that was down here. Well, I'll say a shop. There is a shop that was down here. It's now closed, and some explorers actually got into it, and it was actually on the telly. It put Sheffield on the map. It was a knocking shop, and they did a series on it in Sheffield. It was called City Sauna. That's a nice old hotel. That one there, nice Victoria. It's not as nice as what you think. Oh, if you Google it, it's just been found. Apparently, they built the markets over the top of it, and
it's not just been found, but they've just found more of it. Yeah.
I thought that they didn't know it were there.
No, they knew it. That's what they call Castle Market.
Right.
But they didn't realise
this place. This road is quite well known in Sheffield for shootings. I'll give you little bits of history as we're going through. So yeah, there's been a couple of shootings on here, all like related to the drugs and alcohol kind of thing. But yeah, Andrew, we're a knocking shop. They drilled an hole in one of the doors, right? It was so funny. They drilled a glory hole, they called it.
Yeah, they drilled it in wall, not in door.
Oh, did they drill it in wall? Where men had to stick the willies through, and then they got a blowjob coming from other side, but they couldn't see who were getting a blowjob. But the woman that made the hole made it for like a 6-foot man. It was so funny. Honestly, if you get a chance to watch it, you really, really want to have a watch, because it was quite funny. Some quite old buildings round here, though, isn't they?
Yeah.
It was very saucy, Miss Fluff. They even got a camper van and they took it on road. They sat in driving seats while the girls were in the back. But they pulled the curtain so they couldn't hear anything. Evening, Sarah. How are you, my lovely? Just a fallacy. So yeah, so this is quite an old part of Sheffield where we're coming to now. Is it Canary Wharf? This with you coming wrong lane. It's took wrong turning. Look. So all this is quite old. And as you can see, we're heading towards Kellum Island now. But there is some half these buildings are all derelict. To be fair, you just can't get in them. They're all CTV'd up. And all good, thank you, not far from Chef. Oh, brilliant, Sarah. You'll probably recognise half of these places. But yeah, a lot of these buildings now. I
think that was George Barnsley's.
That was George Barnsley's. They've took all doors off it, haven't they? So yeah, they've bricked it all up and all, but looks on it. I think, let's have a look. Yeah. I mean, there's lovely graffiti, but it's artwork. It's not graffiti. It's actually artwork. Ooh. This is quite nice round here. I don't know what it is. Craft and donut. Craft and dough. Ooh, might grab a donut while we're here. Hey, soldier. Hey, Elaine. You want to call in and have a cup of tea? Are you close, Elaine? Where's Manor Top? Like these days, it used to be a right place. Do you know, to be honest, Manor Top, Attercliffe, all used to be really posh actually in Sheffield. It were posh end you come to. But obviously over times and years it's all changed, and yeah. So I don't think we could stop. Pull up outside at security van. We're only showing them outside and doing history, and I'll just tell him.
There's actually a pub in there. Oh,
is there a pub in there? Oh wow, pull up here just on yellow. Because it's only this bit I think we can get into anyway.
There's no parking there.
Pardon?
There's no parking there.
Oh, it's all right. We're not stopping long, are we? So we'll do the history. Shall I turn you around, Ollie? Hey, Trish.
Well, get off your phone screen, so you don't have to look at time on your phone screen.
What on my phone screen? Oh, 2046. Right. So I'll just show you that bit there while John's reading the history. And very close. Oh, bless Elaine. If I went in my jimmies, I would.
Right. We're ready.
We're ready.
Kellum Island is one of the oldest industrial sites in Sheffield. The island was formed in the 1180s when a goit or mill race was created to carry water from the River Don to the town core mill near Ladies Bridge. A short stretch of the goat still exists today and runs alongside the museum site. The town core mill, which is powered further downstream, no longer stands. Much of the early history of the island after this time is unknown until 1637, when the town armourer, Kellum Homer, set up a grinding workshop and a water wheel on the island. The water wheel was originally known as Kellum Wheel, spelled Kellam. But by the early 19th century, the spelling had been altered to Kellum, Kelham, and the island given the same name. In the 1800s, other industries began to spring up in the Kellum area, and Kellum Island itself became a host for all kinds of manufacturers. In 1829, John Crowley bought land on the island and built a small iron foundry called Kellum Iron Works, where he made all kinds of iron products, bicycles, corn grinders, lawn mowers, as well as decorative items before moving his successful businesses to larger premises at Meadow Hall in 1870. In the 1890s, the site was bought by the city. The ironworks buildings were demolished. An electricity generating station was built in their place to provide power for the city's new tram system. The power station was in operation until the 1930s, after which the buildings were used as storage space and workshops. These buildings now house the collections and displays of the workshops of Kellum Island Museum. Kellum Island Museum was opened in 1982 to house the objects, pictures, and archive material representing Sheffield's industrial story. The displays at the museum tell the story from the Little Mester to mass production, skilled workers, revolutionary processes, quality products, invention, and innovation. The ghosts and unexplained happenings are said to include a World War II soldier standing guard, children playing in the museum, guests being touched when no one is around, a tall figure of a man seen walking through the museum, and people getting overwhelming feelings of emotion.
Can you imagine? Hey, Shazzy. Wow. So,
I'm out short best of a converter.
yeah, you're gonna. I'll open my door this way, and then you can come this side. So John's gonna show you. It's all about. We shouldn't have.
We're back.
Signal.
So here, this is the beginnings of bulk steel making. Can't really see very well. That's a Bessemer converter. And the Bessemer converter was the world's first machine for making steel in great quantities. Henry Bessemer invented the process in 1856. He came to Sheffield to produce the first successful bulk steel. This was the last working converter in Britain. It was built in the early 20th century and made steel at Wokington in Cumbria until 1974. It could make 25 tons at once, 3 times as much as the early Victorian converters. The huge body tilted down to be filled with molten pig iron. Once it was upright again, air was blasted through the iron from the bottom of the converter. The process removed carbon from the molten iron, turning it to steel. And that's it. That's the one. You
If
can't
you stand back a bit where that lady's vanished, you'll see.
You can't really see as much as what. That's my converter from there. And then the museum, along with pub and other things, is in there. But obviously, I'm not going to go in there because it's not. I don't know if what's open and what's not. So we will come to the museum one day. There's a Christmas market, Victorian Christmas market, on Saturday the 4th of December. And Sunday the 5th of December. So yeah, I'll just have a quick walk here. I'm not going to go very far. But yeah, different entrances to different places. But like I say, I'm not really going to go very far in. You can't really gauge the size of this. And then here is, it does sound nice, that Victoria Market. I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure we're going to find out. A crushing mill for fire clay. Oh, this mill was used for grinding ganister rock. Ganister was made into a paste. This was used to seal joints inside furnaces like massive Bessemer converter. Opposite the heat-proof lining and bricks and paste stops hot liquid steel from melting the metal of the converter. Ganister is a type of sandstone which can resist very high heat. Locally mined ganister and other fire clays were used to make heat-resistant bricks and equipment for steel making. Refractory means heat-resistant. A large refractory industry grew up in Sheffield in the 19th and 20th century. So we all know about ganister, don't we? Because we've been to ganister pits, Q pits, and that in the woods. This is the Furnace Trail if anybody wants to come and visit here. From green fields to smoke and steam. I'll take you back to Lindsay and I'm going to get a picture of this and I can put this up. And there you go. This ganister mill was built in 1945 and presented to Kellum Island Industrial Museum in 1994. Oh yeah. So we are currently at Kellum Island Museum. So yeah, I'm going to take you back to Lindsay. A lot of this has been turned into accommodation around here now. Can I have your phone a minute? There's a thing I want to take a picture of over there.
Yeah, I've just took some pictures.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Victorian Christmas market. It does sound fun. Where's that, yo-yo? So this is where Sheffield Steel started. I don't know if John will take us around Steelworks, but we'll see, because we can, it's near Meadowall, though, Steelworks. Oh, thank you, Sarah. But yeah, I mean, there's a market in Chesterfield on Saturday. Is that the one you're on about, yo-yo? The market in Chesterfield. It's at Chesterfield football ground. I never knew there were a pub in here. I think I'm gonna have to start going on some pub tours, aren't I? Have a Coke or a coffee in a lot of these pubs and go in with camera and just sit and talk to you a lot. At least then you get to have a look in I'm not on about all new pubs. I'm on about, you know, like some of the historical pubs, country pubs. We could do a country pub tour, and I'll be cheeky and ask landlord whether they've had any sightings of anything. So it's not that cold. I've got taller slippers on.
Yeah, you're
I think it's, do you know, I always say Sheffield's not a beautiful Isle of, oh, brilliant, Lucas. That's one that we'll do. We'll look at having a run out in daytime and looking at some old country pubs, and finding out if there's any history there. I don't mind talking to landlords or landladies and asking them if they've ever experienced anything ghostly. Mentioned the Victorian Christmas market, but the one at Chesterfield sounds like fun. That's on, hey Diane, that's on Saturday, Christmas one. Bolsover Christmas market, good too at Chesterfield.
No, the Christmas market on Saturday is at Chesterfield Football Club.
Is that the Victorian one?
No.
Where's the Victorian one?
Here.
Oh, here? When?
No, Victoria Christmas market, Saturday 4th of December and Sunday 5th.
Oh, looks like we're coming down here. When you come to prison in Shepton, the Highwayman Pub has had many a paranormal night. Can you stay in that pub? Did that pub say why they don't do paranormal events anymore? I think they've just got sick back teeth of people going in and.
Well, I could name a couple of people that've been in. So
there'd probably be.
Who's asking?
all the I think I'm not going to say fakery that's been done, but I think it's put because it weren't done properly. A lot of it just caused. I think it just caused landlord and landlady a little bit of thing, but they just got sick to back teeth. Because there is nothing demonic in that pub. And yeah, I think stories were told wrong. We have messaged them and we are in touch with them. Yeah, we know somebody who knows the owner, so I'm hoping that we can get chance. It'd be lovely to go in and do, because it's just such a beautiful place.
That's Kellum Island Brewery there.
Is it? See, that's the graffiti. That's lovely graffiti.
Indoors relish.
Indoors relish. Do go to the Garrison Hotel. That's haunted. It is, Elaine. We can do the Garrison. We've been in touch with Garrison, and we can go to the Garrison. Yeah, we will look at doing that. Probably after Christmas, we'll probably go to Garrison. Because I think at minute there'd be a lot of parties booked in there and everything else. While we're driving around this part of Sheffield, we may see a few street walkers.
No, aren't
we going that way?
No.
Which way are we going now? What we're going that way for?
To the next place.
Oh, to the next place. Oh, I thought we were going that way. Oh no, we aren't. We're going that way, aren't we? Do you know? Lots of haunted places in Chester. We're looking at coming to Chester. I saw something on Voucher for Chester, and it's something like £59 a night or £120 for 2 nights. Stopping in a hotel.
That's £2 more expensive to have 2 nights than it is to have 1 night.
Yeah, no, it is. But if we were going for 2 nights, I wouldn't want to stay 1 night in Chester.
Yeah, but you'd have to book 2 nights separately then.
Well, we could. We'd have to book one in my name and one in your name then on Voucher.
Only because it works out £2. It's 120 for 2
It nights. Might not be. It might be 109. I can't remember. I'm just saying. So yeah, we were looking on Voucher. They've got a really nice one in Chester. So I wouldn't mind booking that, but I think it's only on till end of January. But I will have a look when we get home. I don't know if you want to go for a drive around Steelworks, but I think that's going to be another night, isn't it? Where Steelworks are.
Yeah, I think so.
Is your vehicle ready for winter? Hey, Andrew. Vehicles are ready. The body's not ready. I love night driving. Do you remember the name in Chester? No, it were on Voucher, Andrew, but it looked a right big nice hotel. Soldier, sorry. It looked a right big nice hotel. I've saved it on my Voucher. I'll have a look when I get in. And do you know, I hate this camera. It's got its own mind, this camera. Why is it turning round onto me? It's supposed to stay that way. Are we going through Wicker here then? Oh no, we're going back on ourselves now.
No.
Oh no, I know where we're going. Do you know, you numpty Lindsay? Still think this road layout is terrible. Imagine making you go up there to cut across to come back down. It's bloody stupid. It is bloody stupid. I'll tell you, Scotty. It's absolutely stupid. This next place that we're going, we are actually going to be hiring this for a ghost night. We are going to be looking at not an event as such, but we are looking at going with a few teams.
We may do an event here.
So we might do an event here actually.
Be about £35 a ticket.
Do you reckon about £35 a ticket for how many?
10 people.
10 people. That's not bad. I mean, we could do a bigger event actually, and cheapen tickets down. But it just depends. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll have a look. So yeah. Do you know where you're going to park?
Full Pont Road, oh.
That's all right.
Church, really.
That's all right. This used to be a hot spot as well for street walkers round here. It is at night. Well, it's night time now.
I said Ladies of the Night.
Oh, Ladies of the Night. Yeah, that's it. Nanny Lynn, Ladies of the Night. Was that the fire museum? It was, Mr. Mason. It was. That's where we're taking you next. To the Sheffield Fire Museum.
Well,
And it's not fire, is it? It's
Emergency
emergency services. So it's a bit of everything in there. So, ooh, where's my camera? It's got a reminder its own, this camera. Look at that. It's turned itself round onto me. Come on, go back round, go back round, go back round. This camera just moves without you touching button. Where can you park? In Sheffield. No, there ain't no bloody where to park, is there?
Legally, not many places.
Not many places you can park.
Not if this is a parking place here.
Well, you could park here because then you can have a walk down. It's not that rough here, is it? This actually used to be a police station.
Yeah, this used to be West Bar Police Station.
This where we are now, this bit here, this actually used to be West Bar Police Station. It's now the Hilton.
So, are we ready?
We're ready.
I'll do this. Sheffield has been the home of the emergency services related museums and collections since the original Sheffield Fire Museum in 1931. The original museum was the idea of Superintendent Tom Brakes and was located at the fire station then known as Rockingham Street Station. Some of the items from the original museum, along with the personal collection of Tom Brakes, can still be seen in the museum today. In the late 1970s, firefighters from South Yorkshire Fire Service started to add to and reorganise a collection that had been on display across many fire stations to reopen a fire service museum here in Sheffield. The collection grew over the years and in the early 1980s relocated to its current home in the former police, fire and ambulance station at West Bar. During the 1990s, the collection developed and expanded to include the ever-growing collection of police items held by South Yorkshire Police. 2014 saw the museum's largest and most ambitious change to date by becoming the National Museum for the Emergency Services, bringing Sheffield its first national museum. West Bar Station, completed in 1900 and designed by architect Joseph Norton, was built in an era concerned with both form and function. As a creation of the Chief Constable of Sheffield, John Jackson, and the Chief Fire Officer, Superintendent William Frost, the station featured lots of cutting-edge technology, such as the iconic pole drop, originally an American concept, the Hales swinging system, and electric bells. It was John Jackson who saw a need for one of the first combined fire, police and ambulance stations. The shared station had a layout which allocated the police to the left side of the ground floor. This included 4 cells, 12 stables, an office, an interview room, the inspector's office and the inquiries desk. This is now the museum's reception. The building itself saw service through both World Wars and survived the Sheffield Blitz. However, fragments of shrapnel and scars can still be found in the front brickwork of the building. In the cobbled area of the building was West Bar's ambulance, listed as ambulance number 2. This would have been operated by the firefighters along with mortuary vehicles. The remainder of the building, including the engine house, first floor and second floors, made up the fire station. It has been recorded that ghostly sightings have occurred throughout the building. This includes the bottom of the stairs, where a full-bodied apparition has been seen, voices heard in the cellars and upstairs room. With so many artifacts housed in the museum, it's highly likely that the spirits haunting the building are attached to the memorabilia that is displayed here. It has also been reported that a strong negative spirit still resides in the building.
Interesting. No, we've not done York yet, but we are going to go to York for the day. So I think while we're in York for the day, we'll probably do a history tour around York then. So, right, I'm going to pass you over to John.
Come round and get them.
Are you going to come round and get them?
Yeah, we'll have a walk down. I'll show you outside at Fire
And he
Museum.
can show you outside at Fire Museum. And I think you can see through windows if I'm not mistaken. There you go, my lovely. Don't drink it.
We've got a little walk down here. So yeah, this used to be West Bar Police Station. It wasn't that long ago that this building to my left here was West Bar Police Station. Hey ho. So you can just see the white sign on the building there, which is so yeah, the museum is here. Museum open. I'm not really going to see a great deal. There you go, you can just see inside. This was the old police building, part of the building. The coffee shop. It's open. On the opening times. Link for the museum and the coffee shop. Have the sign there for it. I have no idea what this is. I don't know if I turn this light on whether it's just going to reflect. But we'll see. Won't we? You can just see inside. I don't know what you can see. I think that's an old pump. You can't really see it very well. Yeah. But this cobbled area. I'm presuming that cobbled area would have been the ambulance. So you've got the police on this side. The cobbled area and to the back would have been the ambulance. And then the red door there would have been the fire. Side for the fire. You can just see inside. Oh yeah. So it comes down here. We may see the fire engines. There you go. There's an old. Oh dear. Not beeping at me, by the way. We'll try and see if there's another. Oh, there's another door here. There we go, look, the old fire engine there. Pump. Another one. I think there's one more, but I don't know if I can get to it. Can we? Yeah, there it is, look. There's the last one. Yeah. I mean, it's a big building. Then comes round here. There you can just see the lifeboat. I think we're going to get a good picture at lifeboat. And then you can just see like an ambulance there. You can see part of the lifeboat there. So yeah, so that's the Emergency Service Museum. Let's try and get these. Quite a big building. It's actually a lot bigger than what I thought it was. I've never been here. All this time I've lived in Sheffield and I've never been to Emergency Service Museum. There we go, look. It is a bit lost really in Sheffield. Don't know what he's doing here. I don't know what this is. Anybody know what this machine does? Get stuck there. There's another inch, don't you, that? It just is too big. Well, I know it existed. Just never been to it before. Oh yeah. So I'll give you back. Pardon?
Knock me thing off. Yes, Scotty. You'll have to have a nip down to it. It's only just that road from universities. Is it cold, love?
It's freezing.
It's not.
You've got a coat on. You're saying not really coat.
So yeah, so that's one place where we are going to be going and doing a. I know it is.
I've never been in.
Andy and Becky told us how big it were. Because they said only thing you've got to be careful of. That's why you can only go with not a small amount, but a smallish amount. Is because it's that big that things echo. So if somebody's doing something, you need to know where everybody is, and you need to sort of like, if anybody makes a noise, we need to acknowledge that noise is being made, even like if you drop something, because the echo would echo. It's very good inside doing a ghost hunt, and the cells are very spooky. Have you been in Monday? Have you done one there, Monday?
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. He's marking roads up for summit, innit? What did you land a put? It's not, says Lindsay sitting in car. You've left us a message on Facebook. I shall have a look when we've finished live, my lovely. Oh, wow, Monday. You're going to have to come with us. Get Simon to come and all. I'm in bed now and out of the bath. Jules.
You got dried first.
I hope you dried off. You haven't just drip dried in bed. But yeah, because I think if there's, there'll be me, John, Claire, Ange will probably come. Yo-Yo will probably come. So that's 5.
Hold on. That's all women.
That's 5. Andy and Becky, 7. Mandy and Simon.
It's not that.
That's 9.
It's not that.
You can invite one bloke.
What do they call it? What's that shop? What's that cafe called in hospital that women's group thing runs? What's it called?
No,
it's not YMCA. The cafe thing, and it's run by like women, not legal. What's it run by?
Legal Women.
It's not Legal Women.
I don't know. My car windows need a wash, mate.
They didn't. So you drove it other day.
Might get my son to come if he's free. Yeah, that'd be good, Monday. Has Simon been in touch your old Monday? Hair's still wet, but I've just put it up. That's just what I do. Just what I do. We're actually going to go in daytime as well to have a look round in day. It's not very good for me. Obviously, mobility-wise, there is a lot of stairs in there. So I'm gonna, once I've got my meds sorted, yeah, that's where John got shot up that road opposite where we've just drove past bottom. I'm going to make sure my meds are under control, and then if my meds are under control, I can do it then. I'll just have to rest in between, or I'll go and sit with security guard while everybody else is going round. But yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh, we'll make you sit in the car outside.
Yes, he said he's been poorly and got a bad leg. He has. John's been on phone to him for the last 2 days, and he's not very well at all.
There's a big announcement coming.
What, from Simon?
Oh, from all of us, isn't it? From men.
Oh, from men. Yeah, there's a big announcement coming from the men. But yeah, so we'll get together. I'll get some dates sorted, and I'll send me a friends link Monday, and then I can direct message you then, and we can sort some dates out, maybe for after Christmas in January. I'm sure other teams are going to jump on it and get in before us, mind, but that's okay. But yeah, so that'll be his 10 then. That'd be good. Jam and Jerusalem. What's Jam and Jerusalem? Oh, this camera's doing my head in. Simon did a quick rant tonight. I saw, Nanny Lynn, I saw. Yeah, I love Simon. He does remind me of my granddad. Not as laid back though. My pop would never swear like Simon. But when you see the nice side to Simon, that's the side that reminds me. No, my pops didn't drink bourbon either. Oi, what about me? Oh, well, if you can get up, Nanny Lynn, that'll make it 11.
Cheaper.
It's cheaper if you can come up. You might, well, you have to have a word with Yo-Yo. We ain't got room at minute. Reply to Gillian with what John was trying to think of. Is it WI?
Yeah,
that's it. Women's Institute. Thank you. You've got to get past all that bravado. I can get a train. I know you can. Yeah, but you've got to sleep somewhere. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning. It's my e-cig that's just gone flying at door. Oh look, we're back to Parkhill Flats. Look.
No, we're not.
That's not Kelvin. Hyde Park Flats. Built for student games. And then they bought them. Everybody bought them after student games was over and done with. Yes, Lynn, you can stay with me. There you go, Nanny Lynn. You've got a roof over your head and a warm bed to sleep in.
It definitely is warm. Can't turn the heating off.
Dear. This is where I drive down. There's tram tracks somewhere and you're not supposed to drive down them. And I always turn and drive down them or turn up and drive up them. And you're not supposed to, but I forget. Hence I don't drive this way.
Pub here two pubs around here.
There is derelict. 2 old pubs that are derelict round here.
They're not abandoned, they're derelict.
No, not abandoned.
They're still owned, so we won't go in them.
Yeah, they are still owned by somebody. I've been trying to find out where the train station is. It's in Sheffield town centre, Gillian.
It's near where we've just been.
It's near where we went with Queen's Head. That's where it's near. But if you're thinking of popping over, Gillian, you'll have to let us know because we've got so much on this side of Christmas Butte. I don't know whether we're coming or going. Yeah. But that's to anybody that's wanting to pop across. You have to let us know because we'd have to plan it in and make sure it's all planned in around us. Hate them tram lines. They do my head in. I used to go to bingo down here though. So gala bingo. Bloody trams. So this area that we're going through is called the Highwayman, and it was, I would say, years ago. It's like all of them. They've all got names for themselves.
It's not that. I mean, people that don't live on here think it's rough. People that live
on here love it. It's same way everywhere, isn't it? So, but my friends used to own a pub on here when I were at school. Old Bluebell, I think it were called, or Blue Summit. And tis bingo. Don't take me for a game.
No.
We're on Wyburn, Scots. We're on Wyburn, just off Parkway. And yeah, they ended up having to sell it and going to hiding. The punters took over the pub. Wasn't very nice. A lot of bad things happened. I did not know you was from Sheffield. Oh, yeah, Elaine, I'm from Woodhouse originally. Woodhouse, Handsworth. And then obviously we moved up near, I'll say Meadowhead. That side of Sheffield. Foxhouse End. Bradway End. Wyburn means nothing to me, never heard of it. Scotty, where's your history on your place you live?
Yeah, Manor.
It's near Manor. It's near Manor Top. Actually, it's to the side at Manor. My daughter is due a baby January 5th, so might not make it if it's early January. No, don't worry, Mandy. We'll make sure it's all available. And congratulations to you both. And Antic partner, he plays a part. But yeah, you'll have to let us know. Let us know when they're born. Foxhole, me love. That's okay. My daughter's just sold their house up on Shirecliff.
Oh,
quite nice.
We were inquiring about an house at Grenoside.
We were inquiring about there's a 2-bed bungalow at Grenoside, but we don't know where it is, Elaine. And I don't know that side of Sheffield very well. But yeah, we'll have to see what it's like. That area. I barely know where anything is. I don't go anywhere. Well, we're going to get you used to this area, Scott. You're going to have to start coming out with us now. No excuses. John needs another male to keep the ladies in check, so we don't overspeak him. I can't believe Richard Maid left. I'm a celebrity. I'm going to miss him. Why did he leave?
You've been watching it?
I haven't been watching it. I watched first night, and then I haven't watched it. I got into Undateables.
Somebody actually realised he weren't a celebrity.
So can anybody guess where we're going or where we're heading towards? Come on, if you're from Sheffield, you should know. You can park there, can't you?
You park here?
Well, yeah, you can do. Just do a U-turn. So you're parking outwards so I can see. Can you turn here? Can you, bugger? Look how dark it is. The bungalows are very nice. My mum and dad had one. Oh, really? Grenoside, not far from off Stocksbridge. Yeah. I know it were up that way, John. I didn't realise. We'll have to have a drive up, see if we can see where this bungalow is, and have a drive up. He took ill in the night. Had to go to hospital, so he's not allowed back because he broke the COVID bubble. Oh wow. Well, that's no default. Oh, I've shown you where we are. Did anybody see it? We are at Sheffield Manor Castle. Lodge Castle. Stocksbridge bypass. Yeah, we'll be up near that.
I will give you.
You will give them what?
A bit of history of this place.
Yes, we've got the history coming, guys. So listen out, and then we'll be taking you for a wander. Well, John will.
Originally a fine Tudor country estate, the remains of Sheffield Manor Lodge are now an important visitor attraction and give a glimpse into medieval history. The Manor Lodge site was built within an ancient deer park, and it is likely that a far older hunting lodge stood on the site to serve the administration of the park and to house those who visited the area. In the early 16th century, the Earl of Shrewsbury considerably updated this medieval structure, and it became more manor house than hunting lodge. Further renovations carried out in the 1570s completed the transformation of the site into an impressive Tudor estate. Notable figures have spent time at the lodge that include the infamous Cardinal Wolsey, who resided here for a few days after falling from favour with Henry VIII, and Mary Queen of Scots, who spent 14 of her 19 years of captivity in Sheffield, often at Manor Lodge. Though in the custody of George Talbot, Mary was treated as a queen, at great expense to both him and his wife, Bess of Hardwick. The turret house, completed in 1574 and now fully restored, stands proudly alongside the ruins of the great house. In fact, the turret house is the only roofed building of all of Mary's English places of confinement that she would recognise if she were to return today. By the early 18th century, the Manor Lodge had largely been abandoned by its owners and was largely demolished, leaving only a shadow of the site's former grandeur. Sheffield's Manor Lodge has other interesting aspects of history relating to it. Part of the site became a pottery in the early 1700s when John Fox produced high-class ceramic ware. Its social history developed in the 1800s when a mining village came on the site, and still some of the descendants of this period reside in the local area. In the Second World War, an anti-aircraft battery was positioned close by. The manor is reputedly haunted by Mary Queen of Scots. She is said to walk the interior of the manor.
But isn't there an army base round there, not for a reserve base? Not sure, Scots. I'm not sure. But it is interesting. The only thing is...
There is a pub a little bit further down called the Manor Castle that is reputedly haunted as well.
There is. But with this one, you can't get into the grounds only in the daytime. You can't get in at night time to grounds. So John will take you for a little wander. Just watch your back.
What he's doing round here. Turn some light on.
Oh, one little place.
Oh god, here we go. So yeah, so this is Sheffield Manor Lodge. Ooh. You can see some of the old house there. Old lodge. You can't really see a lot for that fence, to be honest. We would have been better off doing this in day. So if I walk this way, I think I can't remember where the turret house is. Do you know it? I have been here in day. I don't know where the turret house is. I can't see it. I don't know where this goes to. That's the Manor Castle there. You can see that pub on the corner. That's the Manor Castle. I've got my torch in blooming in bag and I ain't brought it with me, so I'll turn my light up. So I don't know where this takes me. You know, it could be taking me anywhere, this. I hope we don't bump into Mary Queen of Scots round here. I think that's the entrance to the Discovery Centre. Yeah, I think it's just taking us totally out of way here. Ooh, don't know what that is. Anybody know? Oh, see, I can just see bits. Should have bought me torch. There you go, there's another part of the ruins. I know I should have bought some equipment with me, really. There seems to be a mine round here because there's like... all this is. Could be out. I'll have to look into that. Oh, I can see it. God, it's miles away. It's not my Tic Tacs you can hear. It's my tablets. I do my tablets at 10 o'clock. The castle, the lodge is reportedly haunted, yeah, by Mary Queen of Scots. That's the only haunting that's listed. But then, I mean, it used to be owned by, well, Bess of Hardwick was the wife. So you never know, do you? There's not a great deal online about the hauntings themselves here. I thought you could be bunkers. Seemed weird with that like railway carriage thing. Yeah, I don't know. Camera went all misty. Oh, could be like a vent for somewhere there. I'll take you out front. Don't want to tell you what to say. I'll take you out back there. Might be able to see more out front, to be fair. What have I done here? I'm going to turn the light off 2 seconds. Just, oh, fuck. Sorry, didn't mean to swear. Just while I'm walking around front. Yeah, look. There you've got some Manor Lodge. It is well fenced off, this, and bricked up. You can maybe see a bit more on the skyline there, and right up there. And I'll strike one. I've not seen the tower though, that's the thing. I can't remember where the tower is. I don't think you can see it at night. Language, Timothy. Hey, Charles. So yeah, the tower has been redone. Just because the area it's in, I think, Soldier. It's, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad area. But there's been a lot of antisocial behaviour here, so I presume it's fenced off. I presume it was getting damaged. It's not no spectacular area for Sheffield, this. Not the worst. I'm trying to find right, just what I'm going to just flick lights over, so if anybody's, just close your eyes 2 minutes. There we go. Let me get my torch. That might be better. Lindsay, have you got my torch? You're in front of that bag. I can't see tower. I can't remember where tower is.
I don't know if it's further around back.
Yeah, no, I can't see it, but with my torch you might see it. If you want. Just well, that's not it. I don't know. Could be in the middle of them somewhere. Have a look. Oh. There you go. Anyway, you can see some of the ruins. I just can't remember where the tower is. Oh, ow. Oh, I just hurt myself. Oh.
Right view.
Still can't find tower. I thought
Have to come back in day.
Tower.
Let me just turn this thing off. more settings. Oops. Guests, camera.
What have just done?
What, you done rip your glove?
No.
Oh, you're joking. Have you done that?
Got caught on fans. Dug
You
in me arm.
nutcase.
I'll get a GoFundMe up for a new jacket.
That's
I've
stupid.
got no look.
He's ripped his coat.
Look.
Hang on, I can't see.
Look, I've ripped my coat.
Oh. You said you wanted a new one. It's just an excuse.
Donate
So,
at johnneedsnewcoat.com.
yes. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. This one is our last stop. But if you're on members, we are going straight over to members, and we've got 2 more locations to take you to, where hopefully we can get the history up for these next places, because we didn't plan these 2 in, did we? So we're going to do the history on the phone. So yeah, GoFundMe. So I hope you've all enjoyed it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the bit of history. Like I say, we will have to look at coming back round in the daytime, maybe going into a couple of the pubs, doing Fire Museum in daytime, taking you around there. So there's quite a few things that we can get done. We will be, like I said, end of January, beginning of February, we'll probably look at booking the Fire Museum. So yeah, it's going to be all good fun. So yeah, members, if on Facebook, it's £2.79 to join. If you're not already a member, please join up. It is quite good for members, and we do keep the price as low as possible, so everybody who can afford it can join. You're not paying over the odds for our members. So yeah, so it's good night from me.
Good night from me. It's all right.
I can't see you anyway, you've gone dark. And it's good night from him.
I'm like a ninja. I'm a ninja. Be able to see me arm.
And give me 2 minutes before we set off. John's just going to help me set up on members. So yeah, tons of extra content there is, soldier. Good night. Go have a look at the bungalow. Yeah, we definitely will do, Elaine. We'll keep you in picture and let you know what's happening. So love you loads, guys. See you soon. Bye.